Hello friends and welcome back to Kurt Berglund's Baseball World. Today we are continuing the APBA Hall of Fame set tournament that is one of the most popular features on my channel. And I'm trying something new today that I need your feedback about. We are going to do a double header, and here's how that's going to work. The first game is going to be the scheduled game, which will be with the Negro League Hall of Famers visiting the current Kings of the Hill, the 01 to 1920 era dead ballers, as I call them. And then the winner of that first game will host the second game, whether it's the Negro Leaguers or the 0120s, will host the second game because they will be the new King of the Hill. And they will be the home team against the not yet Hall of Famers, who will be the next team up to play. So we're going to get 2 games in this video, and I'd love your comments about whether you like the doubleheader format and I should do more of that or not. If you'd rather have your games broken out one by one. So, a couple of things. We're doing APBA Basic. I'm going to be using this set of boards today, mostly because, selfishly speaking, it's more manageable for me to do a video with these boards than the large ones, and there's not really that much difference between the two anyway. Let's look at the standings for our King of the Hill tournament and update you on where we are right now. This is going to be game number 38, and so the way this works is that the first 2 teams to 10 wins make the World Series in this tournament, and so losses don't really matter. You win, you keep playing. You lose, you're done until your turn comes up again in the rotation. So we have the Negro Leagues and the 1981 to the present American Leaguers tied at the top right now with 6 wins. The 1941 to 1960 team, the 1961 to 1980 team, and the 1981 to the present National League team are all tied for second place with 5 wins. Then in third place, it's the 1921 to the 1940s and the 1901 to 1920s tied with 4 wins. The not yet Hall of Famers are bringing up the rear with just 2 wins at this point. But notice, we're very clustered here in the standings, and a little bit of a win streak can vault you into contention if you're not there quite at the moment. So we're going to have 2 games today. The first one, the 1901 to the 1920 Negro Leaguers, and here's my crown for the King of the Hill. And they're going to play the Negro Leaguers, so if the Negro Leaguers win today, they will have 7 wins, and they will be all alone at the top in first place. If they lose, they will still be in a tie for first place, but the 0120s will vault into a tie for second place with 5 wins. And then, of course, we'll have to see what happens with Game 2. It's getting late for the not yet Hall of Famers. They could really use some wins. So with all that said, thanks for joining me. And let's get to the lineups for today's first game of our doubleheader. For the visiting and first place Negro Leaguers, here's their lineup. Leading off in center field, it's Cool Papa Bell. Batting second, it's second baseman Pop Lloyd. I'm giving him a second base rating because he played a lot of second base, so he's getting a second base rating. I'm calling him a 9 at second. Oscar Charleston bats third in center field. Josh Gibson bats fourth, he's behind the plate. Buck Leonard bats fifth, he's at first base. Mule Suttles bats sixth, he's in left field. Willie Wells bats seventh, he's at shortstop. Ray Dandridge bats eighth, he will play third base. And Bullet Rogan will be on the mound. Of course, quite a threat offensively as well. And he will bat ninth. Now, the total defensive points for the Negro League team that we've assembled here is 45, so they are a fielding one. Here are the 1901 to 1920 dead ballers. The lineup's going to look a lot like their win in the last game. Leading off at second base, it's Eddie Collins. Batting second at first base, Nap Ladjui. Batting third in right field, Ty Cobb. Batting fourth at shortstop, Honus Wagner. Batting fifth at third base, Home Run Baker. Batting sixth in left field, Elmer Flick. Batting seventh in center field, Fred Clark. And batting eighth, here's the change in the lineup for today. We have a new catcher, Roger Bresnahan, will do the catching and bat eighth. On the mound, it's Addie Joss. He is an AC pitcher with a YZ modifier, and he will bat ninth against the Negro Leaguers. I didn't mention Rogan. I was so impressed with his hitting. He is a B pitcher with an XZ modifier. All right, so with all that said, let's roll some APBA. Here's the dice. Red die comes first. We are ready to roll the first game of our twin bill. Kind of excited to try this out, and I'm even more excited to find out what you think about whether you like this, whether you don't like it. All right, Cool Papa Bell against Addie Joss. Let's throw some light on the subject, see if that helps. Oh, I guess that's a little better. All right, here we go. Pitch to Cool Papa is a base hit to left field. He's on and ready to cause problems. Addie Joss, the stretch, and the delivery. Pop Lloyd takes strike one. The throw down to Eddie Collins from Roger Bresnahan is not in time. Cool Papa Bell steals second base. He's in scoring position in the top of the first. Next, Joss pitch to Lloyd is ball four. 2 on now with nobody out. And Oscar Charleston comes to the plate. Joss the stretch, and the delivery to Charleston is hit in the air to left field. Under it is Elmer Flick, and he makes the catch for out number one. Runners will hold. Josh Gibson at the plate now. Josh could really use a double play grounder. The pitch to Josh is a comebacker, gloved by Joss. He turns and throws to Ladjui, and the runners will move up 90 feet to second and third. Third base for Bell, second base for Lloyd, and now Buck Leonard. The pitch to Buck with a chance to drive in a run, the first run of the game. This is hit in the air. Ty Cobb toward the line is going to make the catch, and he does for out number three. So the Negro Leaguers threaten but do not score in the first inning. Now we have the dead ballers coming to the plate. Collins, Ladjui, and Cobb coming up. This is hit to center. Cool Papa Bell is under it, and there's one gone. Nap Ladjui is up. Rogan winds and delivers. And you know, I always got to make sure, because every board is a little bit different. Hey, struck him out, and there's two gone in the bottom of the first. And now it's Ty Cobb, the Georgia Peach. Rogan winds and delivers to him. Is popped up. Josh Gibson throws away the mask and makes the catch. And the side is retired in the bottom of the first. We played one complete and have no score. Suttles, Wells, and Dandridge coming up in the Negro Leaguers' second. Joss winds and delivers. Hey, struck him out. One gone in the second. Now it's Wells. Joss winds and deals. Popped him up. Roger Bresnahan makes the catch in foul territory for out number two. And now Dandridge Josh whines and deals. Hey, struck him out, and that retires the Negro Leaguers. 1, 2, 3 in inning number 2. Alrighty, so now it's Wagner, Baker, and Flick coming up against Rogan. Honus batting cleanup today. This is hit on the ground. No, it's not. He hit it foul. And the next pitch is strike 3 swinging. Rogan gets Wagner, and there's one gone in the second. Baker up. And Rogan fans Baker on some broccoli cauliflower medley. Gas. Flick with 2 outs. Ground ball. Pop Lloyd. He throws to Buck Leonard, and that will retire the side in the second. 6 up, 6 down for Rogan. We go to the third with your score 0-0. Top of the, Rogan will lead off the Negro Leaguers' third inning. Talented offensive player, Josh whines and deals. Popped it up. Home run Baker in fair territory is calling for it and will take it for out number 1. Now it's Bell. Pitch to him is grounded to home run Baker. He gloves it and throws to Ladjeway for out number 2. And now Pop Lloyd with 2 outs and nobody aboard. Josh whines and deals. Hey, struck him out. Number 3 for Addy. And 9 in a row retired since a little bit of a bumpy first inning for the right-hander. Go to the bottom of the third with no score in this one. Both teams need the win for different reasons. The Negro Leaguers, of course, can be all alone in first with a win today. Clark against Rogan, then Bresnahan, then Joss in the third. This is a hanger from Rogan, and it's going to be extra bases. Around first goes Clark. He's going to take second with a leadoff double in the bottom of the third. Here's Bresnahan. Addy Joss is on deck. And Rogan the stretch. The delivery to Bresnahan, he squares to bunt. He hit him. Roger Bresnahan squares to bunt, and Rogan drills him. 2 on now for Joss coming to the plate with nobody out. Rogan the stretch, the pitch to Joss. He squares to bunt. And he bunted too hard. Right back to Rogan, who turns and fires to Wells for 1, and the relay to Buck Leonard is in time for a 1-6-3 rally-killing, soul-crushing double play. And with 2 outs now, and Clark at third, however, 90 feet away, it'll be Eddie Collins coming to the plate. Rogan the stretch, and the delivery to Collins is hit on the ground to Ray Dandridge. He gloves it to his left, plants, and throws to Buck Leonard. And the dead ballers are turned away after a golden opportunity in the bottom of the third. So we've played 3 complete, and we have, both teams have what the little boy shot at, nothing. Oscar Charleston, Josh Gibson, Buck Leonard, 3-4-5 in the top of the 4th. Pitch to Oscar. Oscar. I've been waiting to do that all day long. Oscar. And it's a comebacker, gloved by Joss. He takes a couple steps toward Ladjeway, and there's 1 gone. Here's Josh Gibson. Joss whines and deals. Ground ball, home run Baker. He gloves it and throws to Ladjeway for out number 2. And Leonard 0 for 1. Only 1 hit in the game for the Negro Leaguers. The pitch to Buck. Ground ball, Eddie Collins. He's up with it, throws to Ladjway, and he ties a record held by many. With 3 putouts in an inning, we've played 3.5, and we still have what the little boy shot at. Nothing. Rogan will face Ladjway, Cobb, and Wagner 2, 3, 4 in the dead baller's 4th. Pitch to Knapp is a base hit. Left field. Mule Suttles throws it back in. And here comes Cobb. Rogan with the stretch and the delivery. Cobb takes a pitch, and there goes Ladjway. The throwdown from Gibson to Pop Lloyd is not in time, and he steals second base. He's in scoring position now for Cobb. Rogan the stretch, and the delivery to tie Cobb is hit in the air to cool Papa Bell. Holding is Ladjway, and there's 1 down. Now it's Wagner. Rogan the stretch, and the delivery is a base hit to Wagner. To left field. Mule Suttles up with it. He fires toward Josh Gibson. And Gibson applies the tag, and Ladjway is out at the plate. Mule Suttles, not known for his outfield defensive work, let's just say, throws out Ladjway trying to score the first run of the game. If you're scoring at home, 7-2 in your scorebooks, and if you are, oh my goodness. 2 outs, and Wagner is at first. And now home run Baker. Rogan the stretch, the delivery to Baker. There goes Wagner. The throw from Gibson down to Willie Wells is not in time. Another stolen base for the dead ballers. Wagner's in scoring position for Baker with 2 outs. Rogan the stretch and the delivery, and it's a hanger. It's a hanger to Baker. And a base hit to left field. Wagner coming around third. Suttles throwing home, and the throw is cut off by Dandridge. It's 1-0 dead ballers. Mule couldn't get Wagner, and it's an RBI single for home run Baker. Elmer Flick at the plate. Rogan the stretch and the delivery. Flick takes. There goes Baker on an attempted steal. The throw down to Willie Wells is not in time. 3 stolen bases on the inning off Josh Gibson. Flick at the plate with 2 outs. Rogan the stretch and the delivery. He popped him up. Pop Lloyd on the infield dirt is calling and taking, and that will retire the side. But those dead ballers putting pressure on the defense. They get a run on 3 hits and leave 1. After 4, it's dead ballers 1, Negro Leaguers nothing. Addy Joss gets Suttles, Wells, and Dandridge 6, 7, 8. In the lineup in the 5th inning. Suttles hits this one to left. Over toward the line is Elmer Flick, and he makes the catch for out number 1. Willie Wells coming to the plate. 0 for 1 for Willie. Pitch to him. That's a strike called. Joss winds and deals. Base hit for Wells. Drops in front of Flick. The Negro Leaguers have their second hit of the day. Cool Papa Bell owns the other one to lead off the ball game. Dandridge takes called strike. There goes Wells. The throw down from Bresnahan to Collins is not in time, and Wells steals second. Both teams putting pressure to make plays. And Dandridge with a chance for a ribby now. Josh the stretch and the delivery is hit on the ground to Honus Wagner. He gloves it and throws to Lajoie for out number 2. But Joss is not out of the woods yet because he has to deal with Bullet Rogan, who played a lot of other positions, including center field, in his career because of his bat. 2 outs, Wells at second. Top of the 5th, 1-0 dead ballers. Pitch from Joss. Hey, struck him out. Number 4 for Joss, and he picked a good time for it. We're halfway through this one. With your score, Dead Ballers 1, Negro Leaguers nothing. The Dead Ballers do manage to win this game. They will be in a tie for second place with 5 wins in our tournament. Okay. So, Rogan's back out there. He'll face Clark, Bresnahan, and Joss, the bottom third of the Dead Ballers order. Clark doubled in the third, 1 for 1. The pitch to him is a 17, hit in the air to right. Under it is Oscar Charleston for out number 1. Roger Bresnahan coming to the plate. Got hit by a pitch in the third. Base hit for Bresnahan. He's on with a single. Rogan with more trouble. Here comes Joss. Joss takes the first pitch, and there goes Bresnahan. The throw down to Willie Wells is not in time. The Dead Ballers catcher steals second. 4 stolen bases off Josh Gibson today, and now Joss has an opportunity to help himself. Rogan the stretch and the delivery. He's not bunting. He is not bunting. Base hit off Buck Leonard's glove. Rolls toward Pop Lloyd. Stays on the infield. Bresnahan stops at third. First and third for the Dead Ballers now. And that's going to get action cooking in the Negro Leaguers bullpen. And who's it going to be? It's going to be Jose Mendez starting to throw. First and third. Infield's going to play in, 1 out. And Eddie Collins comes to the plate for the Dead Ballers. Rogan the stretch and the delivery. Collins. Base hit to right field. Drops in front of Charleston. That's going to score the second run for the Dead Ballers. And Joss is around second, heading to third as the throw's going to come into second base. It's an RBI single for Collins, and it's 2-0 Dead Ballers. Lajoie comes to the plate. They're going to play in again. Rogan the stretch and the delivery. Ground ball, Dandridge. He goes to Pop Lloyd for 1. The relay to Buck Leonard is in time for a rally-killing, soul-crushing 5-4-3 round the horn double play. Turned by the Negro Leaguers, and that shuts off the rally, but the Dead Ballers get another run on 3 hits, and they don't leave, well, they left 1. After 5, Dead Ballers 2, Negro Leaguers nothing. As we go to the 6th, the Negro Leaguers will have the top of the order. Cool Papa Bell, Pop Lloyd, and Oscar Charleston. Joss winds and deals. Hey, struck him out. Number 5. And Joss is really, he's allowed 2 singles and 1 walk, and that's it. He has struck out 5. Joss winds and deals to Pop Lloyd. Hey, struck him out. Number 6, 2 gone in the 6th inning. And here's Charleston with Gibson on deck. Joss winds and deals, and this one's going to be trouble. Slaps it over third base, past home run Baker. It's going to rattle around in the left field corner. Elmer Flick has to go get it. Charleston's got a 2-out double, and here comes Gibson. On deck, Buck Leonard. Joss the stretch. The delivery is hit in the air to right. Ty Cobb toward right center. Gonna get there and make the catch for out number 3. So again, the Negro Leaguers fail to score. We go to the bottom of the 6th. 2-0 dead ballers. Rogan hanging tough, but he needs some offensive support. Cobb, Wagner, and Baker, lefty, righty, lefty, in the dead ballers' 6th inning coming up. Rogan winds and deals. He fouls the ball just past Buck Leonard in foul territory for strike 1. Rogan winds and deals, and it's a hanger to Cobb. Cobb swings, and this is going to be trouble. It's going to be extra bases. Right center field, splitting Bell and Charleston. Going to the wall. Cobb around first, going to second. He'll stop there with a leadoff double. Mendez throwing with a little more motivation right now in the Negro Leaguers bullpen. Wagner at the plate, 1 for 2. Rogan the stretch and the delivery. Slapped at first again off Buck Leonard's glove. Everybody's going to be safe. Cobb goes to third. Wagner safe at first. And that's going to be it for Bullet Rogan. We're going to get a new pitcher. It's going to be Mendez. And behind him in the bullpen for the Negro Leaguers will be Hilton Smith. Mendez coming on. He is an A pitcher with a YZ modifier. Rogan went 5+ innings. He allowed 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 hits. Is that right? 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 hits. Unless I missed one. Don't think I did. He didn't walk anybody. He did hit a batter. And he struck out 3. Mendez has a difficult chore. He has runners at first and third and nobody out. The infield is going to move in. And Baker is at the plate. Baker's 1 for 2. Mendez the stretch and the delivery is hit in the air to right. Charleston lining up his throw. Cobb tagging. Charleston's throw toward Gibson on a hop, but Cobb beats the wrap. He is safe at home, and it's a sacrifice fly for home run Baker. 3-0 dead ballers. Flick coming to the plate. Wagner still at first. There's 1 out. The pitch from Mendez to Flick is hit in the air to right. Charleston toward the line. And he makes the catch. Wagner retreats to first. And with 2 outs, it'll be Clark. Mendez the stretch and the delivery to Clark. Yay, struck him out. And that closes out the dead ballers in the 6th. But they get another run on 2 hits and leave 1. So after 6, it's 3-0 dead ballers over the Negro Leaguers. And Addie Joss is next to untouchable at the moment. Leonard, Suttles, and Wells for the Negro Leaguers 5, 6, 7 in the 7th inning. The pitch from Joss is a comebacker, gloved by Addy. He turns and throws to Ladjui, and that's out number 1. Here's Suttles, 0 for 2. He walked him. That's the second walk of the day for Joss, and only the 5th base runner. Wells at the plate. 1 out, 1 on. Willie is 1 for 2 today. Joss the stretch and the delivery to Willie Wells. Ground ball, Wagner. He's going to go to Collins for 1. The relay to Lajoie is not in time. Wells beats the wrap at first. Suttles is retired 6-4 on the fielder's choice, and here comes Ray Dandridge. Dandridge 0 for 2. The pitch from Joss. And there goes Wells. Bresnahan fires down to Honus Wagner, and they got him. Where was Willie going? A mad dash for second base, and they shot him down. We go to the bottom of the 7th, time to stretch him out. It's dead ballers 3, Negro Leaguers nothing, and it'll be Bresnahan, Joss, and Collins 8-9-1 in the dead ballers 7th inning against reliever Jose Mendez. Mendez winds and deals, and he walks Bresnahan. 1 on. Nobody out, and Addie Joss is coming to the plate for the dead ballers. He's working on a shutout of a very, very talented Negro Leagues team. Mendez the stretch, the delivery, Joss squares to bunt. It rolls toward Buck Leonard, and nobody's covering first. Joss makes it without a play, and Bresnahan is safe at second. 2 on, nobody out for Collins. Mendez, the stretch, checks the runners. The pitch to Collins. He squares to bunt. Here comes Dandridge, and he fumbles the ball. Dandridge fumbles the bunt. Everybody's going to be safe. The bases are dripping with dead ballers after the E5. Now the Negro Leagues team has to play in again, and there's nobody out. Chance to blow it open here. Lajoie at the plate, 1 for 3. Cobb on deck. Mendez will go from the windup. The pitch to Knapp. Hit in the air to right. Under it is Charleston. He will make the catch. Bresnahan tags and heads toward home. Charleston's throw goes toward third base, and it's 4-0 dead ballers. 1 out now. Cobb comes to the plate. Hilton Smith throwing in the bullpen for the Negro Leagues. Cobb is 1 for 3. The pitch from Mendez. Tapper back to Mendez, and he fumbles the ball. Everybody's going to be safe. The bases are loaded one more time. Poor fundamentals on the part of the Negro Leagues Hall of Famers. And it's going to get ugly here if Wagner can deliver a hit. Do they want to make a change? Do they want to make a change? Not yet. Mendez going to go from the stretch. The infield is in. The pitch to Wagner. Base hit over second base. Pop Lloyd just out of his reach. That will score Joss from third. It will score Collins from second, and it's going to send Cobb to third. A 2-run single by Honus Wagner, and it's now 6-0 dead ballers, and the nightmare isn't over because Frank Home Run Baker's coming to the plate. That's going to do it for Mendez, who went an inning and a third, wasn't helped by his defense, but didn't help himself either because one of the errors is on him. Hilton Smith will be the new pitcher. They're not playing like a first-place team. All right, Baker takes strike one, and there goes Wagner on his way to stealing second base. Gibson's throw down to Willie Wells is not in time. Another stolen base off Josh Gibson. Second and third for the dead ballers. They're already up 6-0. Baker up, one out, infield in. The pitch is a hanger from Smitty, and Baker drives it for extra bases. Gonna be off the wall in left field. Scoring is Cobb, scoring is Wagner, and all the way around to third base is Frank home run Baker, a 2-run triple. 8-0 dead ballers. Elmer Flick coming to the plate. He's 0 for 3, but he'd love to join the hit parade. Smith's pitch to Flick, hit in the air to right, but not deep. Oscar Charleston is calling. Baker is tagging. And he holds. 2 outs now. Clark coming to the plate. Smith, the stretch, and the delivery hit to center. Cool Papa Bell will end the nightmare for the Negro Leaguers, and that's 3 outs in the 7th. But the dead ballers score 4 times on just 2 hits. There were 2 walks and 2 errors in the inning. They leave 1, and after 7 complete, dead ballers 7, Negro Leaguers nothing. They're flat today. They're looking flat. We go to the 8th. Joss wants to finish his shutout. Dandridge at the plate. Then we're going to get a pinch hitter for Smith. And the top of the order with Cool Papa Bell. Dandridge is 0 for 2. Ground ball, Eddie Collins. He gloves it and throws to Ladjeway for out number 1. Here comes a pinch hitter out of the dugout now for the Negro Leaguers. It's going to be Judd Wilson. To bat for Hilton Smith. In the bullpen for the Negro Leaguers is Leon Day of Newark, the Newark Eagles ace. And Judd Wilson up there. Joss winds and delivers to Wilson. Hey, struck him out. Number 7 for Addy. What a day for him. Unbelievable. And now it's Cool Papa Bell with 2 outs in the 8th. 1 for 3. Ground ball, home run Baker. He gloves it, throws to Ladjeway for out number 3. It's a 1-2-3 shutdown inning for Addy Joss. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Dead ballers 7. Negro Leaguers nothing. New pitcher is on for the Negro Leaguers. Leon Day. He is a B pitcher with an X modifier. Hilton Smith went 2/3 of an inning. And Day is on to mop up, I guess. Bresnahan, then Joss, and then Collins, 8-9-1. And the dead ballers, 8th inning. Bresnahan, 1 for 1. The pitch to Roger. Base hit to left. He's on again. Here comes Joss. Day of the stretch, checks Bresnahan, the pitch home. There goes Roger. He's going to try and steal. Why not everybody else is? Second stolen base for Bresnahan. He's in scoring position for Joss. Day of the stretch again. The pitch to Addy. He's laying down the bunt. And it's a balk. My goodness, the wheels have fallen off the cart here. A balk on Day will send Bresnahan to third. Infield in. Day of the stretch and the delivery. Base hit through Willie Wells. Single. Around first goes Joss. He's heading for second. Suttles with a chance to shoot him down, and he does. The tag applied by Pop Lloyd. 7-4 on the putout. 8-0 dead ballers, and Collins comes to the plate with one out in the bottom of the eighth. Day winds and deals. Hit to left, Dying Quail. Coming on is Suttles, and there's 2 down. And Ladjeway, who is 1 for 3, the pitch is hit on the ground to Willie Wells. He's up with it and throws to Buck Leonard for the out, and that retires the dead ballers in the eighth. But they're just relentless. They've scored in the last 5 innings, a run on 2 hits in this frame. They leave none. And we go to the ninth with the score. Dead ballers 8, Negro Leaguers nothing. Joss looking to finish the shutout. He is dealing a 3-hitter. Lloyd, Charleston, and Gibson, 2, 3, 4 in the Negro League's 9th inning. The pitch to Pop Lloyd is hit on the ground to home run Baker. He's up with it and throws to Ladjeway for out number 1. Charleston, 1 for 3. Joss winds and deals. Hit in the air to right. High drived. Cobb back a few feet, but he'll make the catch for out number 2. And now it's Gibson. 0 for 3 for Josh. Last chance saloon for the Negro Leaguers. Ground ball, Collins. He throws to Ladjeway in the dirt. Knapp can't dig it out, and Gibson's safe on the E4. Joss just shrugs, gets the ball back, and he's ready for Buck Leonard, who's 0 for 3. The pitch to Buck popped him up. That wouldn't be a home run in a phone booth. Under it is home run Baker, and that will do it for the Negro Leaguers. The dead ballers take this one by a score of 8-0. So, let's see where we are now. We'll give you the totals first for the victorious dead ballers. 8 runs. 13 hits. And they committed just 1 error. The Negro Leaguers did not come to play today. They had no runs on 3 hits. And they committed 2 ghastly errors. Winning pitcher, Addie Joss. Losing pitcher, Bullet Rogan. And let's take a look at the standings as of this moment. We get to our game 2 of our doubleheader lineups. Let's look at the standings. Negro Leaguers are now 6-6. Losses don't really matter, but what they lost was a chance to take a 1-game lead in the race for the World Series. Of course, the first team to get there gets the home field advantage. So they're now 6-6, still tied in first. The 1901 to 1920 dead ballers remain the king of the hill. Don't you love my graphic? And they now have 5 wins. So after game 2, I'm going to move them in the standings. They will leapfrog at least over the 21 to the 1940s. They may, after this game, have 6 wins and be tied for first. So there's a lot riding on this game. Their opponent, the cellar-dwelling, not yet Hall of Famers. And I have trouble with all of their lineups, but I really have trouble with this lineup. I haven't found my groove yet. for who should play and who should not. So we'll see how this works out. The opposing pitchers will be Babe Adams for the Not Yet Hall of Famers against Stan Kovaleski for the 1901-1920 Dead Ballers. All right, so let's get to the starting lineups for Game 2 of our doubleheader. Visiting Not Yet Hall of Famers, Bobby Grich will lead off at shortstop. Darrell Evans will bat second at third base. Dale Murphy will bat third in center field. Dave Parker will bat fourth in left field. Dwight Evans, in my mind, the only man that could move Dave Parker to left field, will bat fifth and play right field. Steve Garvey will bat sixth and play first base. Thurman Munson will bat seventh and do the catching. Lou Whitaker will bat eighth and play second base. And on the mound, Babe Adams. He's an A pitcher with a YZ modifier. All right, for the Dead Ballers, going to look a lot like Game 1. Eddie Collins will lead off at second base. Oh, and I didn't tell you about the Not Yet Hall of Famers. They have 44 defensive points, which makes them a fielding 1 as a ball club. All right. For the Dead Ballers, leading off, it's Eddie Collins at second. Nap Ladjouet at first, batting second. Ty Cobb batting third in right field. Honus Wagner batting fourth. He's the shortstop. Frank Home Run Baker will be the third baseman. Elmer Flick will bat sixth and play left field. Fred Clark will bat seventh and play center field. Ray Schalk will bat eighth and do the catching in Game 2. And Stan Kovaleski will bat ninth and be on the mound. 45 points on defense for the Dead Ballers. That means they are also a fielding 1. All right, lots riding for both teams. Let's get it on. Red and white dice. Red die comes first. The pitch from Kovaleski to Grich to get us going in Game 2 is strike 3, swinging on a bender. One gone in the top of the first. Now it's Evans, Darrell Evans. Kovaleski winds and deals. Hit to left. On the run is Elmer Flick, and he gets there for out number 2. Dale Murphy. Kovaleski winds and deals. That is a foul ball just outside the first base line. Next pitch to Murphy. Hey, hits it on the ground to second base. That's Eddie Collins. He throws to Ladjouet, and that will retire the Not Yet Hall of Famers in the first inning. No score yet. Collins, Ladjouet, Cobb in the bottom of the first. For the Dead Ballers, Adams' pitch is hit on the ground to Lou Whitaker. He throws to Steve Garvey for out number 1. Nap Ladjouet up. The pitch from Adams. There's a base hit to left for Ladjouet. Parker throws it back in. 1 out, 1 on. Cobb takes the first pitch. There goes Ladjouet. The throwdown from Munson to Whitaker is not in time, and the Dead Ballers continue to run at every opportunity. Cobb with a chance to put him on the board. Adams the stretch and the delivery to Tyrus is grounded to Evans to his left at third. He plants and throws to Garvey. Ladjouet on his way to third. Garvey's throw back is not in time, and Ladjouet gets there safely. 90 feet away now for Honus Wagner to drive in, but there are 2 outs. If Adams can make a good pitch, he can get out of the mess. The pitch to Wagner. Ground ball, Whitaker. He's up with it and throws to Garvey, and the side is retired in the first. The Dead Ballers are turned away. So we go to the second with no score. It'll be Parker, Dwight Evans, and Steve Garvey for the Not Yet Hall of Famers. Parker pops this one up. Home run. Baker in fair territory is calling and taking for out number 1. Here's Dewey. Kovaleski's pitch to him. Hit on the ground to Wagner. He's up with it and throws to Ladjewey for out number 2. And Popeye. Not Don Zimmer. Steve Garvey. The pitch from Kovaleski. Grounded to Wagner from the hole. Oh, he fumbles it. Can't make a throw. And Garvey beats it at first on the E6. Now it's Munson. Kovaleski the stretch and the delivery. Ground ball, Collins. He's going to go the short way to Wagner covering, and that will retire the not yet Hall of Famers in inning number 2. Go to the bottom of the second with no score. Baker, Flick, and Clark coming up for the dead ballers. Adams winds and deals. It's a hanger to Baker. Gonna be extra bases over the outstretched glove of Dwight Evans in the corner. Baker around second, heading to third. He's gonna make third sliding. And the dead ballers have a man 90 feet away with nobody out. Here's Elmer Flick. Infield comes in for the not yet Hall of Famers. Pitch to Elmer. Base hit just over Whitaker's outstretched glove. It's 1-0 dead ballers, and boy, are they playing well. This group, I found the right combination for this crew. Some big names are on the bench, but these guys are playing well. 1-0 dead ball, bottom of the second. Adams the stretch. The pitch to Clark. Hey, struck him out. 1 down. Now it's Schock with Flick at first. Adams the stretch. The delivery. There goes Flick. It's the hit and run. Base hit, drops in front of Dwight Evans. Oh, wait. Against grade A, use number 26. Ground ball knocked down by Whitaker. He picks it up. He throws to Garvey, and that retires Schock as Flick goes to second. And now it'll be Kovaleski. Stand to you and me. Adams the stretch. The pitch to Kovaleski is a 21. Knocked down by Garvey, but he can't make a play. Everybody's going to be safe. Flick goes to third. Kovaleski safe at first, and there are 2 outs with dead ballers at the corners for Collins. Chance to extend the lead. 1-0 dead ballers, bottom of the second. Adams the stretch. The delivery. More trouble. Ground ball off Darrell Evans' glove. Everybody's going to be safe as Gritch just puts it in his pocket. Flick scores from third. Kovaleski now at second. And the pressure that the dead ballers put on the defense is really coming home and hitting hard on their opposition. It did it last in Game 1 against the Negro Leaguers, and it's doing it here against the not yet Hall of Famers. So we got Kovaleski at second now, Collins at first, 2 outs. Ladjewey at the plate, Adams in a jam. The pitch is a comeback. No, 2 outs. He struck him out. That will retire the side, but the dead ballers on 3 hits scored 2 runs. They leave 2 after 2 innings. It's 2-0 dead ballers. So we go to the third. Whitaker, Adams, and Gritch, 8-9-1 coming for the not yet Hall of Famers. Pitch to him. Popped him up. Frank, home run. Baker on the infield dirt is calling and taking for out number 1. Now it'll be Adams. Babe. Kovaleski winds and deals. He walked him. 1 on, 1 out now for Gritch. Some long ball wouldn't kill anybody on the not yet Hall of Fame team. Kovaleski, the stretch and the delivery is a strike 3 called. Second strikeout for Gritch. Second strikeout for Kovaleski. 2 gone in the third, and now it's Evans. Eager to make up for his gaffe in the bottom of the second. Kovaleski, the stretch and the delivery. Hey, struck him out. Number 3 for Stan. We go to the bottom of the third. It's 2-0 dead ball. The dead ballers have a date with first place in mind. They win this game, they will be tied for first. A 3-way tie for first with 6 wins. Bottom of the third, meat of the order. Cobb, Wagner, and Baker. Adams winds and deals. Hey, struck him out. Number 3 for the Babe. Wagner up 0 for 1. Adams winds and delivers a hanger to Wagner. You don't want to do that. Gonna be extra bases in left center at 1, hops the wall. Look at Wagner flying around second. Heading for third. The throw from Gritch will not be in time, and it's a triple with 1 out for Wagner. Now it's Baker, home run Baker, coming to the plate. Infield moves in for the not yet Hall of Famers. We're in the bottom of the third. They trail 2-0. Adams, the stretch, the delivery. Here comes Wagner on the squeeze. Here he comes. Baker missed the pitch. Munson applies the tag, and Wagner is gone on the botched suicide squeeze. Whoa, there might be a game saver for the not yet Hall of Famers. Baker with 2 outs now. A pitch to him. Strike 2 called. Down in the count 0-2. Next delivery from Adams popped him up. Darrell Evans on the infield grass, calling and taking, and that will end the third. We go to the fourth. Murphy, Parker, and Dwight Evans coming up for the not yet Hall of Famers. They'd love to get on the board. Murphy's 0 for 1. The pitch to him from Kovaleski, and I am dropping dice left and right. Murph hits it on the ground to Baker to his left, gloves it, plants, throws to Ladjui, 1 gone. 2 men have reached base for the not yet Hall of Famers. Garvey on an E6, Adams on a walk. That's it. Parker at the plate. Kovaleski's pitch. Foul ball. 0-1 is your count. Kovaleski the pitch. Hey, struck him out. Number 4 for Stan. And now we got Evans coming up with 2 outs and nobody on. Dewey's 0 for 1. Kovaleski winds and deals, and this is to left and deep. Back goes flicked, and there's no bringing it back. It's 2-1 as the not yet Hall of Famers play long ball. Dewey Evans goes deep and cuts the lead in half. Now it's Garvey. Garvey reached on an error in the second. 2-1 ball game. Dead ballers. The pitch to Steve. Hey, struck him out. Number 5 for Stan. And we go to the bottom of the 5th. With your score, Dead Ballers 2, Not Yet Hall of Famers 1. We got a good one going. Babe Adams will take on Flick, Clark, and Shock, 6, 7, 8 in the 4th. Flick is 1 for 1. Comebacker, gloved by Adams. He takes a couple steps toward Garvey and tosses him the ball for out number 1. And I'm continuing to have difficulty with my fine motor skills. Clark, 0 for 1. Ground ball, Darrell Evans. He's got it. Fires to Garvey for out number 2. And Ray Shock. The pitch from Babe Adams, he walked him. 1 on, 2 outs for Kovaleski now. Dead Ballers get to turn over their lineup here in the 4th at worst. Kovaleski 1 for 1, the pitch from Adams. Ground ball. To Gritch. He throws to Garvey, and Garvey drops the ball. Everybody's safe. Garvey looking at his glove, but there's nothing wrong with his glove. It's an operator error. 2 on, 2 outs now. Chance for the Dead Ballers to stretch their lead. Adams the stretch and the pitch to Collins. Popped it up. Lou Whitaker calling and taking 4 out number 3. So Adams works around the error. 2 errors on the Not Yet Hall of Famers in 4 innings. We go to the 5th. Dead Ballers 2, Not Yet Hall of Famers 1. Munson, Whitaker, and Adams 7, 8, 9 in the order. Kovaleski winds and deals. 2, Thurman Munson, hey, struck him out. Number 6 for Stan. Now it's Whitaker, 0 for 1. Kovaleski's pitch, hey, struck him out. Number 7 for Stan. Here comes Babe. Here comes Babe Adams. 2 gone in the 5th. Pitcher at bat. I think we know what's coming. The pitch. Hey, struck him out. Number 8 for Stan. We go to the bottom of the 5th. We're halfway through this one. Stan Kovaleski has struck out 5 of the last 6 batters. Your score, Dead Ballers 2, Not Yet Hall of Famers 1. All right. Lajoie, Cobb, and Wagner against Babe Adams. The pitch. Base hit for Lajoie. He's been on fire. 2 for 3. Here comes Cobb. Adams the stretch. The delivery to Ty Cobb. Ground ball, Whitaker. Go to Gritch for 1. The relay to Garvey is not in time. Cobb beats the rapid first. Lajoie retired 4-6 on the fielder's choice. Wagner coming. 1 out. Adams the stretch. The delivery to Honus. Hey, struck him out. Number 4 for Adams. 2 gone. Home run Baker coming. 1 for 2. Pitch to him. Ground ball, Garvey. He gloves it. Flips to Adams covering, and that will retire the Dead Ballers in the 5th. So Adams had a shaky inning in the 2nd, but he's been good since then. We've played 5. The Dead Ballers 2. The Not Yet Hall of Famers 1. Kovaleski in a groove. Top of the 6th coming. Top of the order coming for the Not Yet Hall of Famers. Gritch, Evans, and Murphy. Pitch to Gritch. Ground ball. Eddie Collins. He's up with it and throws to Ladjwy for out number 1. Darrell Evans. Kovaleski's 0 for 2. The pitch. Ground ball. Honus Wagner has it. Throws to Ladjwy for out number 2. And Dale Murphy. Hit to center and deep. This is going to drive Clark back and gone. A tie game at 2 on a home run by Murph. We're tied up in the 6th. The Cobra coming to bat. He's 0 for 2. Second hit for the Not Yet Hall of Famers. Both of them dongs. The pitch to Parker. Hit on the ground to Collins. He's up with it and throws to Ladjwy, and that will retire the Not Yet Hall of Famers. But Murph ties it on a long one to center field. We go to the bottom of the 6th, and it's ballet time. 2-2. Elmer Flick, Fred Clark, Ray Schock in the bottom of the 6th. We had a good game here, people. Wake the kids. Phone the neighbors. Flick is 1 for 2. The pitch. Popped him up. Darrell Evans calling and taking for out number 1. Fred Clark 0 for 2. Fred Clark with a hanger. He laces this one to left center field. It's going to split Murphy and Parker. Around second comes Clark, heading for third. And the throw is not in time. It's a 1-out triple for the Dead Ballers by Fred Clark. Pirate center fielder. You didn't think I knew that. You did not think I knew that, but I did. Adams is in trouble. They're going to move the infield in here in the bottom of the 6th. Schock at the plate. On deck is Kovaleski. Ray Schock at the plate. Adams going to go from the windup, as would be the custom. The pitch. And Schock squares to bunt. Here comes Clark down the third base line. Gloved by Garvey. He throws to Munson, and they got Fred Clark in a pickle. Fred Clark back to third. The throw from Munson to Evans. Now from Evans back to Munson, who applies the tag. The fielder's choice on the bunt. Schock advances to second. The rundown goes 3-2, 5-2 if you're scoring at home, and if you are, oh my goodness. Schock at second with 2 outs. The second time the Dead Ballers have messed up a suicide squeeze. So with 2 outs now, it's Kovaleski. He's going to have to do it himself. They're not hitting for him. Bottom of the 6th, 2-2 still with 2 outs. The pitch to Stan. Line shot, gloved by Gritch. And that will retire the Dead Ballers. So they're doing their dead ball thing. It's just not working. We go to the 7th, and your score, Not Yet Hall of Famers 2, Dead Ballers 2. Dwight Evans, Steve Garvey, Thurman Munson, righty, against Kovaleski in the 7th. He's got 8 strikeouts. He's walked 1. He's allowed 2 hits, both homers. Evans has one of those homers. The pitch from Kovaleski, hit in the air to right field. Cobb is under it. 1 gone. Now it's Garvey. 0 for 2 for Steve. To center, but not deep. Fred Clark there. 2 gone. And now Thurman Munson. If anybody called Thurman Munson squatty to his face, I'm not sure they'd have all their dental work. That one, I don't know where they got that one. I'm not a lifelong Yankee fan, but I know enough about Thurman Munson to say that I don't think he'd have too much of a sense of humor about that. Kovaleski winds and deals to Thurman Munson. Ground ball, Eddie Collins to his left, gloves it, throws to Lajoie, and that will retire the side. Time to stretch him out. Bottom of the 7th coming. It's a 2-2 ball game. Ballet is everywhere. We got the nutcracker going on the pitcher's mound. Top of the order for the dead ballers, Collins, Lajoie, and Cobb coming up. 0 for 3, the pitch. Popped him up. Darrell Evans near the pitcher's mound, calling and taking for out number 1. Here's Lajoie. 2 for 3, the pitch to Knapp. Comebacker, gloved by Adams. He turns and throws to Garvey for out number 2. Ty Cobb. 0 for 3, the pitch. Hey, struck him out, and that's number 5 for Babe Adams. The 7th is over. We have decided nothing. The score, 2-2. I got my tights on. I'm ready to go. I'm going to pirouette here in a minute. Lou Whitaker, Babe Adams, and Bobby Grich, 8-9-1 in the not yet Hall of Famers 8th inning. Is Adams going to bat? You betcha. He's in the on-deck circle. Kovaleski winds and deals to Whitaker, who's 0 for 2. Comebacker, gloved by Kovaleski. He underhands it to Lajoie for out number 1. Kovaleski has now retired 5 in a row since the Murphy home run that tied the game in the top of the 6th. Babe Adams. The pitch from Kovaleski, hit in the air to right. Coming in is Cobb, and he's got it for out number 2. Here comes Grich, 0 for 3. Kovaleski winds and deals. Hey, struck him out. Number 9 for Stan. The 8th inning is over. We go to the bottom of the 8th. 2-2 ball game. Babe Adams, Stan Kovaleski matching each other pitch for pitch. No action in either bullpen. Honus Wagner, Frank Home Run Baker, and Elmer Flick in the bottom of the 8th. The pitch. Ground ball, Darrell Evans to his right. Plants, throws to Garvey, who stretches, and they get Wagner by a step. Now it's Baker. 1 for 3 for Home Run Baker. Hey, struck him out. Number 6 for Babe Adams. 7 in a row retired by Adams. Flick, 1 for 3. The pitch to center, not deep. Dale Murphy coming on and making the catch for out number 3. We're going to the 9th. We're tied at 2. Darrell Evans, Dale Murphy, Dave Parker, 2-3-4 coming in the 9th against Stan Kovaleski, who's throwing a 2-hitter. Kovaleski winds and deals, and it's a hanger to Darrell Evans. Did he get it? To right and deep. Cobb, warning track, wall, gone. 3-2 lead for the not yet Hall of Famers in a game they gotta have. Holy smokers. Dale Murphy coming to the plate. Kovaleski angry on the mound. Suddenly Rube Waddell is getting up, and so is Big Ed Walsh. In the dead ballers, bullpen. In the Not Yet Hall of Famers, it's Cub Ed Rulebach starting to throw. But right now, it's Kovaleski against Murphy. The pitch to Murph is hit on the ground to Honus Wagner. He's up with it, throws to Ladjouet for out number 1. Dave Parker's 0 for 3. The pitch to the Cobra. Hey, struck him out. That's number 10 for Stan. 2 gone in the 9th. Dwight Evans, 1 for 3. One of them, a home run. All of the hits for the Not Yet Hall of Famers, dongs. The pitch from Kovaleski. Hey, struck him out. That's number 11. For Stan. We go to the bottom of the 9th. 3-2 Not Yet Hall of Famers. They're going to give Babe Adams a chance to finish it. But Rulebach is ready. 7, 8, 9 coming up. Clark, Schock, and Kovaleski. And I can promise you that all 3 of those gents will not be batting. All right. Clark will bat. He's 1 for 3. Babe Adams whines and deals. Ground ball gloved by Garvey. Covering is Adams. Steve flips him the ball, and there's 1 man out in the bottom of the 9th. Schock is being called back. It's going to be Wahoo Sam Crawford to pinch hit. The Tiger outfielder. On deck is Tris Speaker. Adams whines and deals, and it's a hanger to Crawford. Right center field, gonna split Murphy and Evans. Double for Wahoo Sam. He's the tying run. And that's gonna do it for Babe Adams. We're gonna see Ed Rulebach coming on. As the dead ballers are giving this one last shot to try and get a slice of first place. So let's tell you about Adams. First of all, he goes 8 1/3. He allowed 4, 5, 6, 7 hits. He walked 1 man. He struck out 6. He allowed 2 runs so far. 1 earned. But Crawford is his responsibility on second base. Adams can win it. He cannot lose it. Rulebach is on. He is an AC pitcher with an X modifier. No other action in the bullpen for the Not Yet Hall of Famers. It's all on Ed Rulebach. He is a right-hander. Speaker is coming to the plate to bat for Kovaleski. If he brings Crawford home, we got a tie game. On deck is leadoff batter Eddie Collins. Rulebach, the stretch, and the delivery to Speaker is popped him up. Lou Whitaker calling on the infield dirt and taking for out number 2. That means Eddie Collins is now the last chance saloon for the dead ballers. Sam Crawford is on second base. There are 2 outs, bottom of the 9th. The dead ballers trail the Not Yet Hall of Famers 3-2. The pitch from Rulebach to Collins. Ground ball, Bobby Gritch. He's up with it. He throws to Garvey, and that is your ball game. A 3-2 winner for the Not Yet Hall of Famers in Game 2 of our doubleheader. let's give you the totals for the Not Yet Hall of Famers. 3 runs on, get this, 3 hits, all of them bombs, and they committed 1 costly error by Darrell Evans that almost led to the dead ballers being able to blow the whole thing open. For the dead ballers, 2 runs, 8 hits, and they committed 1 error. Winning pitcher is Babe Adams. The losing pitcher is Stan Kovaleski. The save goes to Ed Ruhlbach. Now, before we go, let's look at the up-to-date standings. So the dead ballers miss out on their opportunity to get into a first-place tie, but their win in Game 1 of the doubleheader got them into a second-place tie at 5 wins with the 41-60s, the 61-80s, and the 81 to the present National League. So we have a 4-way tie with 5 wins for second place. They are very much in the race. 21-40s now all alone in third place. And the Not Yet Hall of Famers have jumped up with 3 wins, and they're in fourth place, but a game out of third, 2 games out of second. They are the new Kings of the Hill. Their next opponent will be the 1981 to the present American League, who can do the same thing the Negro Leaguers had the chance to do in Game 1 of the doubleheader, and that is to move into first place all by themselves with 7 wins if they should win. Thank you for being with me. Let me know what you think about the doubleheader format. I hope you have a wonderful day. So long, everybody.